Good afternoon. I welcome again all of you to the lecture Advanced Software Engineering and Technology. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about identifying activities. In that we were studied in last lecture identifying control object. Identifying control object. Is it visible? Is this presentation visible to you? Identifying object.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Identifying control object, we already discussed. Identifying control object means whenever you will design a software, for designing the software we require the information. We have to collect information from the client. Okay, once we have collected information from client, then from that information we have to find the control object, means the button which will be control the flow, like that. According to the heuristics means experience rule. By our experience, when we design rules, these rules is called as heuristics for identifying control object. Identify one control object per use case. Suppose there are some transaction in software like ATM machine, withdraw money is there. Suppose one uh, use case. To control this use case, they required object, they required a button, that is the control object. This is the use case and this one is the control object. Identify one control object per actor in use case. As well as suppose this is a actor, a person who want to withdraw money from the ATM machine. In that case, this actor required a control. That control is called as control object. The lifespan of a control object should cover the extent of use case or the extent of use case session. If it is difficult to identify the beginning at the end of control object activation, the corresponding use case probably does not have well defined entry or exit condition. When at the time of a beginning, suppose we are difficult to identify the control object for activation of the object, then it is probably not well defined entry or exit condition into the software. Whenever you want to use the mobile phone, there are the softwares in mobile phone. To open that software, what we have to do, there is control. Like suppose we are user of WhatsApp. To open that WhatsApp software, we can add password as a control, password object as a control. So at the end, it is difficult when we have not activated the control object in the analysis time. In modeling the report emergency use case, we model the same functionality by using entity boundary and control object. By shifting from the event flow perspective to a structure perspective, we increase the level of detail of description and select the standard term to refers to the main entity of the application domain and the system. You look at this table 5.4, control object for the report emergency use case. These are the control object for a report emergency use case. This is the control object for report emergency use case. We have to identify this like these controls from the collected information. When you will design software, you have to collect information from user, and that time you have to again identify the control objects from that information during the analysis of information. Like report emergency control, manage the report emergency report functions on the field officer station. This control what will manage? It will manage the field officer station. The object is created when the field officer select the report emergency button. When this control object created, when the report emergency button is clicked by field officer, there is button of the software form, and the name of this form is report emergency. We can say use case. There are some field, patient name, location, like this, and there is one button. This button is the control object. When it will create when the field officer select the report emergency button. After clicking on this report emergency control will be active. After submitting the form, this object then collect the information from the form, create emergency report and forward it to the dispatcher. The control object then wait for acknowledgement to come back from the dispatcher station. Again, you look at this, the control object again wait to acknowledgement from the dispatcher and come back to the dispatcher station. When the acknowledgement is received, the report emergency control object create an acknowledgement notice and displays it to the field officer. This report emergency control object create an acknowledgement and display it to the field officer. It will display the report acknowledgement to the field officer. You look at this table, there are two persons. One is the field officer and another one is the dispatcher. In between two peoples, there is the control object. There is control object to control these two person or two objects like dispatcher and field officer. Again, you can see the manage emergency control. Manage the report emergency report function on the dispatcher station. The object is created when the emergency report received. It then create the incident form and display it to the dispatcher. Once the dispatcher has created an incident, allocated resources and submit at acknowledgement manage report emergency, forward the acknowledgement to the field officer station. Field officer station and dispatcher stations. Field officer station and dispatcher station. To send and receive the report, there is again this manage emergency control. Manage emergency control. What is this? This is the control object, and these are the objects, and for control them there is control object. Similarly, we already discussed this in previous lecture. Now in today's lecture we will detailedly see the managing use case to object when sequence diagram. Mapping use case to object. How to map the use case to object with sequence diagram. There are use cases, there are objects, then we now want to map them. To map them, a sequence diagram ties use case with object. We know the sequence diagram. This sequence diagram ties objects and use cases. This is use case and this is the object like actor. They both are tied by the Mapping by sequence diagram. Sequence diagram. It is shows how the behavior of a use case or scenario. This sequence diagram shows behavior of the use case or scenario, and it distributed among the participating objects. Sequence diagrams are usually not as good medium for communication with user as use case are, since sequence diagram required more background about the notation. You see, through the sequence diagram, it is difficult to communicate with the client. It is difficult to communicate with user. Sequence diagram easily not understand to the user. Instead of this, we can use a use case through the like this. We will see if we can use at the use cases. This language we can use for the communication purpose with the user, because it has some vast notations in the sequence diagram. Therefore, for computer savvy client, they are intuitive and can be more precise than use case. In all cases, however, sequence diagram represent another shift in perspective and allow the developer to find missing object or gray area in requirement specification. Sequence diagram shows us a missing area in the software. Suppose we have collected information and trying to design the software, there is chance to miss the function or any component of the software. Then what will happen if we miss? There will be error at last, or our software will not become popular or useful to the client, right? So we should not be miss any component of the software. Therefore, we have to design the sequence diagram. We have to design the sequence diagram so we can understand the missing object or the gray area in the requirement specification. Requirement specification, the requirement of the users. Mapping use cases to object with sequence diagram. In this section, we model the sequence of interaction among the object needed to realize the use case. We will see the figure 5.8 through the 5.10 are sequence diagram associated with the report emergency use case. The column of sequence diagram represent the object that participated in the use case. The leftmost column is the actor who initiated the use case. There are two parts. One is the use case part and another one is the initiated use case. A horizontal row. There are horizontal row, and these horizontal rows across the column represent the messages or the stimuli that are sent from one object to another. Time proceeds vertically from top to bottom. For example, the first arrow in the figure 5.8 represent the press message sent by the field officer to the report emergency button. Mapping means drawing the relationship with object and the entities. The receipt of message triggers the activation of an operations. The activation is represented by a vertical rectangle from which other messages can be originate. The length of the rectangle represents the time operation is active. In figure 5.8, the operation triggered by the press message send a create message to the report emergency control class. An operation can be through though of as a service that the object provide to another object. Sequence diagram also depict the lifetime object. In sequence diagram, which are the lifetime object that are described into the sequence diagram, as well as their control, their buttons to activate, to transmit the message. Object that exist before the first stimuli is the sequence diagram are depicted at the top of the diagram. Objects that are created during the interaction are depicted with create, this stereotype of notation message pointing to the object. Objects that are created during the interaction with message pointing object like this. We'll see in diagram. The instances that are destroyed during the interaction have a cross indicating when the object case to exit. Between the rectangle representing the object and the cross or the bottom of the diagram, if the object survive the interaction, a that dashed line represent the time span when the object can be receive message. There is a dotted line to represent the time span to receive the message from object to the another object. The object cannot receive the message below cross sign. There is cross sign if message is not received to that. For example, in figure 5.8, an object class report emergency from it created when the object of the report emergency control send the create message and is destroyed once the emergency report from has been submitted. You look at this diagram 8.5. Till that we have given explanation about this diagram. This is the sequence diagram for report emergency use case. You have to draw this report emergency use case diagram in the practical sessions with the help of UML, star UML or Argo UML you can use to draw this diagram. Now you look at this dotted line represent the time span to reach the message. This cross indicates the message not received, means their connection is discontinued. Connection is discontinued to the report emergency report, to send the report emergency. Field officer, this is the field officer. This stimuli is represented by field officer and report emergency. There once we press button, then there create report emergency control will be activated. Then this dotted line again is shown the time spans to reach to the report emergency control to report emergency form message, and then fill the content. Field officer then fill the content. What is the information required in the friend software, like incident happen. Suppose there is incident happen, who suffer by the incident, the name of that, location of the incident, and this form will be submitted. This is the software view, friend software's view, and this will submit by this field officer by filling the content. Once he fill the content, then he will submit. He will click on this button. Who will click? This field officer will click, and after that what will happen? Report emergency form will be created and it will submit to the report emergency control. Report emergency control it will submit, and then if report emergency message will transmit to the manage emergency control. If there is no connection will destroyed, then their message report will be submit like that. There is no control. Otherwise, the submit report to the dispatcher. Message report will be submit to the dispatcher from the field officer. This field officer will submit the message to the dispatcher, and from dispatcher, this managed control will manage, and it will send the acknowledgement to the dispatcher with report emergency control. This is the sequence diagram of report emergency use case. If you not understood this diagram, you can ask questions. Do you understand this? Do you understand? Do you understood? Yes, is it understood? Sequence diagram.
Yes, sir.
Sequence diagram. When we design sequence diagram to communicate object with the user will communicate with object. How it will communicate? To represent that, we have to design the sequence diagram. How user will transmit message to the system, to the object, particular object, all we can represent with the help of sequence diagram. Working of the system, as in practical, in morning session we seen how ATM machine working is. In general, the second column of the sequence diagram represents the boundary object with which the actor interact to initiate the use case. This second column, you see this diagram, this second column represent the boundaries of dispatcher and the field officer. Means how much area, how much control is in hand of the first object or first actor. In report emergency button, example report emergency button, this button will control the boundary of field officer. Field officer will submit the information. It is in hand of the field officer. Only he can open the form of the software. Friend, this is suppose friend. This is software of friend form. This is form, and in this there are some fields like patient name, incident area, incident depth, how much help it required, and there is one submit button. Suppose this is the submit button, and who will fill this form? This form will fill by field officer. So the boundary of field officer is until this only. After submitting this, the field officers will lose their control, and the control will be at the server. This information will be sent to the dispatcher station, and from that situation, the dispatcher's work will be started after submitting the field officer's form. The third column is a control object that manages the rest of the use cases. Report emergency control. In that diagram, there are the use cases. This is use case. Suppose report emergency use case. Okay. Now there is in second column. This is the boundary of use cases, and if the another remaining use cases are there, that is given in the third column, like report emergency report. This is the use cases. This is beyond the control of field officer. After submit button, this use case will be activated. Example, manage emergency control. Manage emergency control is the another control which is managed by the dispatcher. This control managed by the dispatcher, you see in this diagram. Sequence diagram for the report emergency use case. Now another manage emergency control is there to submit the report to the dispatcher. To submit the report to the dispatcher, there is control, and after clicking on that button, there the incident form will be created, and this incident form again we have to send to the dispatcher. Otherwise their connection will be disconnect and message will be destroyed. Else message will be created, incident will be created, and it will be submitted to the dispatcher, as well as acknowledgement will be submitted to the field officer. This is the control means the button of the form, and this is what use case. This is the use case. This is also use case. This is control, submit, and this message is create this extend use case. We can say this is extend use case. We can write into the opening and closing bracket stereotype character, means it will extend created. If this is not happen, then this will be extend and create destroy like this. Otherwise there will be acknowledgement created and it will be passed to the dispatcher. Again you see the sequence diagram for the report emergency use case. This is the sequence diagram for report emergency use case, and this figure continued from figure 5.9. Field officer. Now the field officer dismiss the acknowledgement notice if there is no connection, there is the loss of connection. If there is connection, then manage emergency control and report emergency control will send the acknowledgement, create acknowledgement notice to the field officer. There field officer get the message from the dispatcher. Here is the dispatcher. This dispatcher will send the message to the field officer, and field officer now will get the acknowledgement. Like this we have to design the sequence diagram of any software to understand the machine's functions, to avoid the missing habit into the software development, so that we can design the software which is complete software without any error software. If we design the sequence diagram of the software, we will avoid the missing component. It will not understand to the client, it will not understand to the user. As a developer we will understand this, but suppose you want to explain this with the client, it is not understandable to the client, it is not understandable to the user. Sequence diagram, to communicate with the client, which diagram we have to use? We have to use the use case diagram to explain the function of software to the client. But this is also the function of the software, but it is internal function of the software. So we have to use this sequence diagram so that we will not forget to write the function or any module into the software. Acknowledgement: after obtaining the such clarification, the acknowledgement object is added to the analysis model, and the report emergency use case is classified to the include the additional information. There is figure 5.11 which will come in next. By constructing sequence diagram, we not only model the order of the interactions among the object, we also distribute the behavior of use case. That is, we assign the responsibility to each object in the form of a set operations. This operation can be shared by any use case in which a given object participates. Note that the definition of object that is shared across two or more use cases should be identical. That is, if operation appear in more than one sequence diagram, its behavior should be same. Object definition of object means that share the use cases among the two identical use cases. If there are two identical use cases, then their behavior should be same. You look at the diagram 5.11, which shows us the refined report emergency use case. The discovery of addition of the acknowledgement object to the analysis model revealed that the original report emergency use case did not accurately describe the information associated with the acknowledgement. The refinement are indicates in boldface. This boldface represent the refinement about this report emergency use case. Now this diagram is the use case diagram. Now look at use case name, report emergency, entry condition, and flow of event and exit point. There are all four fields given. This is the control, and this is the explanation of this control. Now you see the field officer active the report emergency function of her terminal. Field officer will active her terminal by pressing the friend software. The workflow, how it will, you see the flow of event. The friend response by representing a form to the field officer. The form include an emergency type menu, general emergency, fire, transportation, location, incident description, resource sequence, and hazardous material field. All that have to be included into the form by the field officer. The field officer complete the form by specifying minimally emergency type and description field. The field officer may also be describe possible responses to the emergency situation and request specific resources. Once the form is complete, the field officer submit the form by pressing the send report button, at which point the dispatcher is notified. Again, once the field officer submit the form, it will notify to the dispatcher. Then dispatcher review the information submitted by the field officer and create an incident in the database by invoking the open incident use case. All the information contained in the field officer form is automatically included in the incident. The dispatcher select the response by allocating resources to the client with the allocation resource use case. The acknowledgement report emergency report by sending the friend grams to the field officer. Now look at this. This is the workflow. After that, the acknowledgement indicates to the field officer that the emergency report was received, an incident created, and resource allocated to the incident. The acknowledgement include the resource, example fire truck, and their estimated arrival time. Exit condition to the software is the field officer receive the acknowledgement and select the response. Once the field officer receive the acknowledgement, this is also the exit condition into the report emergency use case diagram. Acknowledgement object report emergency use case. Acknowledgement object report emergency use case table 5.5. Acknowledgement response of dispatcher to the field officer's emergency report by sending an acknowledgement. The dispatcher communicate to the field officer that she has received the emergency report, created an incident, and assign resources to it. The acknowledgement contain the assigned resource and their estimated arrival time to the field officer. In acknowledgement, what is written in acknowledgement? Who will provide the acknowledgement? Dispatcher will provide acknowledgement to the field officer. This dispatcher will provide acknowledgement to the field officer. In that, what is there? The time required to reach at the spot where the incident takes place, and how much resources he is sending. It is sending to the at the spot to help to the field officer, to help to the field officer. What are the resources like ambulance, police van, or crane machine, or fire tank? What are the instrument resources will be sent by the dispatcher, which is written in the acknowledgement use case. Share operation across use case allow developers to remove redundancy in the requirement specification and to improve its consistency. Note that clarity should always be given precedence to eliminating redundancy, and fragmenting behavior across many operations unnecessarily complicates the requirement specification. Suppose we have collected information and not designed a proper sequence diagram or not created proper use cases. There many information may be repeated in our SRS requirement specification. So remove that. It is very essential to eliminate the repeated content, to eliminate the repeated function, to avoid unnecessary complexity into the software. We have to remove these parts, repeated parts. Now you see the mapping use case to object with sequence diagram. Heuristic, how to map objects. Suppose we have objects, we have system use cases, we have use cases. Now how to map this object with this sequence, with this use case? There is the sequence diagram to map the use case and object. To map the use case on object, there is sequence diagram. And to how to map this, there are some heuristics for drawing the sequence diagram. Heuristics means the rule which is designed by the experience. Suppose you design one diagram, again you have designed same diagram, again you have designed same diagram. Suppose you have designed diagram near about 4 to 5 times, then you will get the experience from that, and with your that experience, next time you can design very good diagram. Like this, there are the heuristics for drawing sequence diagram. The first column should be correspond to the actors who initiated the use case. Suppose we are designing the sequence diagram, there should be 3 columns. In first column there should be use case who correspond to the actor, that use case should be there. Like suppose field officer is the actor who initiate the use case. This he will initiate, field officer will initiate and start the friend software, so report emergency will be there. The second column should be boundary object. How much information is there, when it will stop his function, means field officer when stop their working there. That boundary objects should be at the second column. That the actor use initiate use case, means submit button or create message should be here. The third column should be control object that manage the rest of the use case. Again, if there are some remaining use cases are there in our information, that should be in column number third, and their control, there we have to draw the remaining use cases. Control objects are created by boundary object initiating use case. By initiating use case boundary, we have to create control object, means control object we have to create for actor, we have to create for all the use cases and all the actors. The boundary object are created by control object, and entity object are accessed by control and boundary object. Entities are accessed by the control object. Entity object never access boundary. Entity object never access boundary or control object. You see, entity object are accessed by control and boundary object. Entity objects never access boundary or control object. This make it easy to share the entity object use case access across use case. When the control object is not accessed by the entity, then it will be easier to share the entity object across the use cases. Suppose there are many use cases, they can share the control. Like suppose there is a submit button, through by pressing the submit button, there something information will be submitted to dispatcher end. So that control is access, that control is shared with field officer as well as dispatcher. These are the heuristics for mapping the use cases to the object. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask. Do you have any question regarding mapping use case object in sequence diagram? In next lecture we will discuss about the modeling interaction among the object with CRC card. CRC, class responsibility collaboration. Class responsibility collaboration. Modeling interaction among the object with class responsibility collaboration cards. We'll see in next lecture. If you have any question regarding mapping use cases to object with sequence diagram or control object, identifying control object, you can ask me questions. If you have doubts regarding this, you have to draw these diagrams in practical. This book is circulated to you. From that you have to take help to design the sequence diagram for your software purpose, for your practical purpose. Do you have any question? Shital? Swati?
No, sir, no question.
Okay, then thank you. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. You can join another lecture. Prajakta, you can join another lecture. Swati, Prajakta, Jyoti, if you have any question regarding mapping, use case with object in sequence diagram, you can ask me question, as well as any question regarding the control object, identifying control object, you can ask me question. Swati, Prajakta,
No, sir.
okay then. Thank you, bye. Have a nice day.